Well, here we are in 2021, and I think along with this pandemic that we have been living through, a lot of the focus has also been on our economy. And this morning, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce is here joining us this morning to release the findings of their latest report. We have Neil Bradley, the Executive VP and Chief Policy Officer of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, to kind of break it down for us. If you can, kind of give a layout on maybe what's ahead. But good morning, Neil. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Carly. It's great to be with you. We are out with a new report. We surveyed 37 different industries, and we said, how are you doing today relative to pre-pandemic? And what we found was really a tale of two economies. Half of those 37 industries tell us that they're doing as well or better today than they were pre-pandemic. Of course, the other side is that the other half of the industries are suffering. They are really suffering. And those who have been hit hard are really struggling today. You know, there in Florida, for example, we can see it in the employment numbers. 420,000 jobs that existed last February don't exist today. But of those 420,000, half of the jobs lost are in the leisure and hospitality industry. And so we have a lot of work to do this year to support those industries and really help our entire economy recover.
This really is. I mean, it's heartbreaking and it's fascinating to me just how quickly things changed. Can we maybe get back on track? You talk about Florida and hospitality. I mean, what do you see for the future once we kind of get things back in order again? How fast do you think we can get some of those numbers back up?
Well, we know the key is reopening, and the key to reopening is beating this pandemic. And so, the silver lining of last year was the rollout of the vaccines and getting vaccinations, being able to fully reopen. We do expect by this summer, early fall, we are going to be back in restaurants and bars and events and traveling. All of those things are going to happen, and that's going to help. But we also know that some of those businesses that have closed aren't going to reopen. Some of those jobs that have lost aren't coming back. And so part of the key is helping people who've been displaced get jobs in new industries. 10 million fewer jobs today, but 6 million job openings nationwide in healthcare and construction and professional and business services. So the key is really to help individuals move from an industry that may not fully recover to industries that are growing. And if we can do that, the outlook is pretty bright.
Any advice for local business owners, maybe the smaller business owners, on what they can be doing right now to make sure they are set up and ready to roll once, again, the country's back open?
Well, the first thing is they got to get to the other side, right, of the pandemic. Yeah. And there is good news. At the end of last year, Congress did enact a long overdue pandemic relief bill that provides new refundable tax credits and new Paycheck Protection Program loans that are forgivable for those hard hit businesses. And so the key is getting access to those resources. At the U.S. Chamber, we've provided some guides to help small businesses. Folks can access those at uschamber.com. That's uschamber.com to get those guides and resources. But of course, all of us can help out, right? We can shop locally. We can, when we're ordering online, we can order online locally. And in doing those things, that's really going to help those small businesses survive until we can get the economy fully reopened.
And that's why we love our show, because we can put a spotlight on those small businesses as well. Thank you so much for your time. We know you are certainly very busy these days, Neil, but we appreciate it. We've been showing the website where people can get more info as well. Thank you, Neil.
Thanks so much. Happy New Year.